Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Jim White here, and we're back here with Deadline Day. I've forgotten my yellow tie, but I'm here with some Leeds United news that are coming up in just a wee jiffy. Anyway, everybody, hope you enjoyed my Welsh accent. Yeah, we are back here with your Deadline Day Rumour Mill special. It's coming to the end of the Rumour Mill. Obviously, we've got till about the 16th when the domestic window closes, but Leeds obviously not getting that many more bodies in, I don't think, after today, it seems like, anyway. Two new players coming in, apparently, or two new players at Leeds United, one, according to Tim Thornton at Sky Sports News. So anyway, I hope you're all doing fantastically well today. Good morning, Charlie. Morning, Leeds. I hope you're all doing well, guys. You're just joining in now. Welsh accent, Scottish mate. Mate, I was being ironic. I was doing myself a disservice. But anyway, yeah, it's good news at Leeds, I think. Yeah, apparently we're interested in a player called Rafinha. We didn't know about him the other day, did we, really? And yeah, that's all changed now. The Ren star scored yesterday, got an assist yesterday. And yeah, I mean, he looks like a right player, looks like a better Riyad Mahrez. Nah, but he looks class. He looks very, very good. Cutting in from that sort of right-hand side onto his left foot, I believe. And yeah, looks absolutely brilliant. Scored a brilliant goal yesterday, got an assist. And yeah, apparently that was in his contract, that was a condition that he was going to play one last game for Rennes. He was going to come over to Leeds, and that was going to be that. They've had a medical, apparently, or they're doing a medical as we speak right now. He flew over to Leeds last night, so all exciting times. I hope you're all doing really well. Anyway, Cavani and Telles signing for Manchester United. Oh, let's all laugh. Let's all laugh at them. Hi, fella. You look 28 already. Mark, you look about 84, my friend. But yeah, thank you for everybody who wished me a celebratory birthday at the weekend. Let's hope we don't have another Cuisson situation. Don't jinx it, Connor. It was obviously my fault. I remember that at the weekend. I did say blame me if it doesn't go through. It didn't go through. Of course it didn't. But yeah. So it's all good at Leeds. I think from what we've heard right now, we all want a winger. He can play in a 10 role. He can apparently play in the 8 as well. I don't know whether or not he can play as a centre forward, but potentially if we use a shadow striker or a false 9. But he looks like an extremely talented player, one of the top talents in Europe, according to multiple journalists. So it'd be an absolute coup for Leeds United to get him, and I think that could be something that potentially happens. I see it anyway, but there's a lot of people talking about it right now, and yeah, I think that it could be a brilliant signing for Leeds United. I think he seems to have all the attributes that would fit into this team as well. As I've said, he's versatile. He's very good at what he does. He dribbles. He goes at players. I think the thing that we missed the other night, and potentially, I think Helder Costa's had a brilliant start. I do think sometimes though, he can be subject to not taking players on. And I think the last couple of games, Sheffield United as well, he sort of had that, he sort of had that cutting back a little bit, playing it inside, playing it square, maybe going back a little bit. And I think that's why Mendy got a lot of joy at the start of the game against Manchester City. The first 20 minutes, he wasn't really doing his job. He wasn't really strong enough, I didn't think, Costa. A little bit paperweight, falling over quite a little bit when he was in physical duels. And obviously that Mendy charging forward and Costa not properly tackling him led to the first goal, didn't it? So, yeah, I don't know if he's... I've really liked his start so far, but I'm not 100% sure he is going at players enough. I don't know if he's been direct enough, and that's definitely something that Leeds need to get in the door, really. Just someone who's raw and can get at players, can get at fullbacks. And we had that with Poveda at the weekend, but obviously we just can't be so reliant on Poveda. It's going to be really interesting whether or not it's going to be a case of if he's going to be like a second striker or sort of shadow striker potentially, if he's going to be, a winger who's going to be replacing Harrison and Costa, or if he's actually going to be starting. I mean, spend 23 million on a player who's not going to feature, who's just going to be coming in off the bench. Maybe that's the depth we need. Obviously, we've seen that with Diego Llorente, that depth coming off the bench and just having that strength in depth on the bench. I think that's big in the Premier League. You need to have that. I think that's why Sheffield United are struggling at the minute. But I think Yeah, he just looks amazing. This Rafinha coming in, and yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing to see what we can get from him. So as well, guys, if you have just joined, this is obviously a bit of a deadline day stream. Don't really know what else is going on, to be honest. Obviously, I'm focusing on Leeds. I think Cavani's going to Manchester United. I don't think there's much news going on with Liverpool. Tottenham, it is a bit quiet. Arsenal, I know they're looking to get another couple of bodies in. So yeah, I mean, talking about the game, in perspective, you know, the Man City game, I didn't really give a review on the game, my personal review, and I thought it was brilliant. I thought we were absolutely brilliant after the 20-minute mark. We dominated, for me, large spells in the second half, and I think we should have won the game. I really do. And yeah, it was a brilliant affair. And, you know, we're all talking about transfers. We're all saying someone needs to come in, someone has to come in, blah, 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 blah. And I've been guilty of it as well. But going on that performance at the weekend, you know, against arguably one of the best teams in Europe, or, well, no, not arguably, one of the best teams in Europe, and going toe-to-toe with them, Rodrigo potentially playing in that cam role. I think he's looking better and better in that midfield. Poveda been that substitute. You know, you forget we didn't have Harrison or Pablo. I think we've got a lot of good things to look forward to be quite honest. Harry Hobbs coming in here and talking about Campana. What about Campana? I don't think that's happening, to be honest. Campana, apparently Levante rejected a £15 million bid that Leeds actually put in yesterday, according to a couple of Spanish outlets. So that's I don't think that's going to be happening. There's a few people who are asking as well about Campbell. I don't think Campbell will get done if Rafinha gets done, to be honest. I know Campbell can occupy that winger role, and he can occupy the 10 role. But I just don't see him coming in if Rafinha comes in. It's just, the rumours haven't been that solidified, and we knew that from the start with Campbell. I think it was always a bit nip and tuck, really. We didn't really know if it was going to be happening. Some journalists were saying they'd made contact, Leeds had made a bid, which was complete false, and I know that was false from what I was told as well by someone who I do trust, and said no bid has gone in. Apparently, as well, a lot of it was Cantwell and his agent trying to get a move to Leeds. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. I've no idea if that is gonna come to the fore, but we'll have to just wait and see today. As ST says, great business by Leeds. We've identified that Alioski is not up to the task at this level. This is a huge upgrade. Interesting opinion there. I think Alioski's been okay so far. Kiko will stay, says Owen. He is, yeah. And yeah, a lot of people talking about Kondogbia as well. Apparently, we're looking at him. Apparently, there's rumours saying that we are looking at him. I know Valencia, there's been a Valencia page that's come out and said that apparently he is going to be staying. But obviously, that's just it's just an English Valencia page that we're not 100% sure is a proper page and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of outlets saying that he is potentially on his way. Obviously, Valencia wanting that money in. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not we get that done. We get that one done. Obviously, we are looking at a central midfielder. We do know that. I don't know if this is still going. And he's back. Hi, guys. Yeah, not sure what happened there, to be honest. I think it is this new green screen that I've got, which is, I think it's slowing it down in part. So apologies for that. Yeah, I believe it is this, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, we are back. And obviously, yeah, we don't know with Jeffrey Kondogbia what is happening, to be quite honest with you. I think it is a little bit, there's rumours here, there's rumours there with regards to what's going on. But there's a few Valencia pages saying it's not happening. Obviously, we know Valencia were looking for money. So 25 million, you would sort of think to yourself that is potential, that could happen. So yeah, a lot of people saying Kondogbia has been ruled out 10 ago. Liam, I don't know if that is a Leeds network. I'm not 100% sure. Harry Mobb saying that he will be a powerful and such a good impact sub. Yeah, a lot of people talking about subs with regards to these two players that potentially will be coming in. We don't know if they are going to be subs. We don't know if they're going to be starters. You know, Kondogbia obviously would take a lot to get him into the lineup. Valencia do play a sort of similar pressing style to us, but it still is very, very different. With regards to Rafinha, we don't know the ins and outs, but I don't know whether or not that's going to take him a while to get up to speed with Leeds United. I think it is going to take him a while, so you're probably going to see him on the bench. We will just have to wait and see with that one, obviously. But yeah, as Ben Turner says, and Stephen Glover says here, seriously need an out-and-out striker, man. Love Bamford, but his one-on-one is questionable. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't great the weekend, but I believe he was offside. Harry says, can Rafinha play cam? Apparently so. Apparently he's quite versatile across that front four. So that's going to be really interesting to see whether or not he sort of is able to sort of use that role to his advantage. But yeah, it's a really interesting time for Leeds for me, because Tim Thornton was coming out today, as you can see on the banner, and essentially saying that he thinks that Leeds are going to be signing another centre midfielder, or we're going to be going for a centre midfielder. So it's going to be something definitely to watch, just in terms of that. Are we going to get another centre mid in? Obviously, Cuisance was going to be that centre mid. Obviously, Leeds looking for another 8. If Rafinha is coming in and he's just going to be an out-and-out striker, then great. You know, that's great. Or it's an out-and-out winger, sorry, not a striker. Then great. But if he's versatile and can play within that sort of 10 role, then maybe another 8's not needed, because the 8 would need to transition to the 10 as well. Because Bielsa wants less players. We all know that he needs less players, so less is more for Bielsa. So I just don't see him bringing that many more players in. We're going to have to see. But as Graham says here, versatility is key for a Bielsa player. And yeah, I mean, John saying here, any centre mids in the Championship who could make the step up? I don't think so. I'll probably maybe legislate someone like John Swift. But I still don't see that. I still don't see John Swift as that answer, to be honest. I don't see him as an answer. Maybe he's someone who could come off the bench, but would he want to do that? You know, would he want to be here and on the bench? I guess it is probably a better option than Redding. Raul says, good afternoon to you. The purchase of Rafinha does not seem necessary to me. I do not judge its capacity. I think it should have insisted on a classic 10, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I mean, we don't know whether or not a 10 is going to be invested, Raul. We don't know whether or not we're going to be going for an 8 who can work as a 10 as well as a winger in Rafinha, or whether or not Rafinha is going to be that person who sort of can transition across that front, sort of, well, that 3 maybe in and behind the striker, or just that 4 in and behind the striker. We all know that it is one of those where we consistently get players who are versatile, and that's always the thing with Leeds United. So I think he's going to be playing alongside that line. So yeah, I think what's going to be interesting to see is whether or not, as I've just said, we bring in other players, whether or not we bring in players who are going to be sort of filling in that mold. I can't see it, to be quite honest. But yeah, guys, we'll have to wait and see. As I say, right now, there isn't that much going on, but I will keep you updated throughout the day. Yeah, this stream went off a little bit earlier on, so yeah, apologies for that. We'll get that sorted for later on. Stay tuned. Make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so, and I'll be back throughout the day for any updates. So guys, I will see you in a bit.